Find a comfortable position, lie down and relax. You are about to slowly drift off into a deep, relaxing sleep. Now close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths in and out. Each time you breathe in, imagine you are floating above the clouds that you see before you. You are free from worries and nothing is between you apart from the soft clouds. You are floating on a big cloud, the sun is keeping you nice and warm. You feel yourself drift more and more into a deep sleep. The sun slowly goes behind the clouds and the full moon shines above your feet and the large soft cloud you rest upon. The stars in the sky twinkle above you, and with every breath you make another star twinkles in the midnight sky. As you stay in a deep sleep, your mind takes you to a beach with waves slowly coming into shore. You feel the soft, warm sand beneath your feet and look out to the vast ocean that surrounds you. You are on a tropical island with crystal clear waters, soft warm sand and mountain views as far as the eye can see. You lie down beneath the warm, soft sand and let each grain of sand run beneath your toes. You look up to the sky and notice big fluffy clouds gathering in a cluster surrounding you. The clouds are rain clouds that scatter gentle, cool water drops across your whole body. This balances you as the sun was very warm and now the water drops are cool and refreshing. You feel at one with the earth and feel grateful for everything that surrounds you during this moment. You slowly roll towards the crystal clear water and edge in up to the waist. You notice a dolphin not too far away that comes towards you. They start to play with you gently and consider you a new friend. You stroke them gently and they smile at you playing nearby as you continue to admire your perfect surroundings. You notice something in the distance perched up against a rock surrounded by sea life and fresh seaweed. You slowly swim towards this rock as you are intrigued by this mysterious object. As you move closer, the sun starts to shine on the rock and you notice the figure of a female. You start to move your eyes towards the edge of the rock and notice that the female has a rainbow-colored tail with fins. As you move closer, her tail gently skims across the water. She notices you and looks away shyly. As you move closer still, you smile at her and she smiles back at you, flicking her hair across her shoulder. She slides down into the water and reaches out to hold your hand. You feel the connection almost instantly. You both swim down under the water, playing games and having fun with one another. You feel you have made a new friend. You guide her towards the shore so that you can dry off amongst the warm, soft sand. She perches on a nearby rock, gazing at you as you relax and warm yourself beneath the sun's hot rays. You feel that you are in your happy place now. It is almost perfect and it everything you ever wanted. You have the simple things in life. The sun, amazing views, the sound of the sea and a new mermaid friend that does not judge you. You have no desire to return back to reality and you bask in the moment, wanting to hold on to it forever. You know that soon you will return back to your life, however you will continue to come back to your mermaid friend and beach life daily. You can have 2 lives easily, one being your dream life and the other your actual life, both of which should be harmonious. Your mermaid friends comes onto the sand to get close to you, snuggling beside you whilst dipping her tail in the water to keep cool. You appreciate her doing this and feel that the connection you made will last a lifetime. She does not speak, however you can tell exactly what she is thinking and feeling as you have such a deep and meaningful connection already. She starts to get too hot, so she slides half of her body into the water and continues to watch you whilst still very close by. She picks up an empty shell and starts to blow through it like a harmonica. You are very relaxed now and feel that she is very good at making music through the beautiful looking shell. Her music seems to have a big impact on other marine life as many other mer people start to rise to the surface and start to sing and play other similar tunes through shells and other instruments. You feel very lucky and blessed that not only are you surrounded by natural beauty in more ways than one, but also you are now listening to the most beautiful sounds by stunning looking marine life. You think to yourself how lucky and grateful you are to be experiencing such wonderful things in your subconscious mind and how you want to experience such greatness in real life. You close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths as you feel yourself drift in and out of sleep. After some time you slowly open your eyes and realize that the day has now turned into night. You gaze up to the sky and see an array of bright, shining stars all around you. The temperature is a lot cooler, however you welcome this after the warm heat you experienced for several hours. You look around you and the mermaid friend and others have gone. You feel sad, however you have a strong feeling that she will return each time you come to this beautiful place. You slowly stand up on your 2 feet and look around to see if there is anywhere cozy you can rest for the night. You start to look around the hilltops and see a house perched on the hill that you decide to walk towards. It looks welcoming with little lamps in the window and pretty curtains with tiebacks. There are no other houses surrounding it, making you wonder if the owner of the house would welcome some company. It is a long walk to the top, and during that time you reflect on such an amazing day that you had. Free from worries, judgment, just pure fun with non-judgment and a calmness that surrounded you. As you make the final climb to the top of the hill, you take a few moments to admire your surrounding. You can see 4 miles out to sea with rocks and hills surrounding you from side to side. You realize you are in a secluded cove, and besides the house you have now reached, it is mainly sea and hillside. You approach the front door, take 3 deep breaths and knock on gently. After some time you notice a small shadow at the window that looks to be a dog that is jumping around with excitement. The door slowly creaks open and a small old lady looks up to you and smiles warmly. She asks how she can help, and you say that you are lost and wondered if you could come in for a glass for water. The lady hurries you in the door and says of course you can come in out of the cold. As you walk through the hallway and reach the sitting room, you notice a large open roaring fire before you. The place looks so welcoming and you feel at ease as she asks you to sit down in front of the open fire. The lady hands you a hot steaming mug of tea and a glass of water as you asked and sits opposite you. You start to talk almost instantly as though you have known one another a long time. You mention to her that you appeared here today and you do not know how you got here. She smiles and says that she hears that story a lot and says that not only have you been here before to this very house, but many also do. She said that many people come here through the land of dreams, and that due to the mystical creatures here, each time they return back in this land it is like a new experience for them. When you asked why this is the case, the lady said because otherwise it would not be as unique and special to people. Tomorrow or whenever you return you will come back here and we will have the exact same conversation. You asked if this ever gets boring and the lady said no, as I am old and I enjoy the company. The lady said that all of her family passed a long time ago and that she is stuck in this world for a long time to come. You asked the lady if she just wanted to go to heaven, and she replied that she feels she already is in heaven, living out her duties and comforting the people that come to her. You thought to yourself what a sweet old lady, and asked the lady if she knew what happened next this evening. She said of course I do. Each time you come here I offer you a bed for the night and by the morning you are gone. You asked the lady what happens and where do you go, wondering if you go to another mystical land. The lady said that you go home and wake in your own bed with no recollection of what happened, just that you slept deeply and dreamt of something peaceful, although you cannot remember details. The lady starts to yawn and asks you if you mind if she heads off to sleep, as she said she had a long day tending to the garden and that because she does all of her own chores it does make her rather sleepy. You nod at the lady and thank her for being hospitable and that you will head to bed shortly yourself, however you just want to reflect on the day's events if you know that this is the last time you will remember before you wake. The lady smiles and says she understands and wishes you good night as she slowly climbs the winding, creaky stairs up to her bedroom above. As you sit alone with only the naked flames from the fire, you start to reflect on the day's events and you smile from ear to ear. What a wonderful calm place that felt so peaceful. The day flew by and hours felt like minutes as you had such fun splashing in the water with the mermaid and warming up on the soft sand. You wonder to yourself if you take a piece of something memorable with you, if you would wake with it in your bed the next day so that you know the experience was real. You start to wonder what you can take with you back home, as you cannot take anything from the old lady's house as that would be unfair to her after she has been so welcoming. You suddenly have a brainwave and think about the empty shell that the mermaid used as a musical instrument and felt that would be a great item to wake up with, as you felt it may help you remember most of the day. You head out of the door and back down the hill towards the bay that you were playing at only a few hours previously. You look up and down the sandy beach for shells, and you admit to yourself this is no easy feat, as it is dark now and you only have the starlight to guide you. By some miracle a small ray of light starts to light up a patch of sand in the distance, so you head on over and thank the gods for the support. By some miracle you notice the exact same shell that the mermaid had been using, as it had a distinct shell pattern and was also next to a love heart wrote out on the sand directly next to it. You felt that the mermaid almost purposely left the shell there for you so that you would take back a memory with you of the fun times you had together. Without hesitation you reach out for the shell, and as you do you feel a surge of energy flow through you, which you imagine is from the sun rays and also the energy from the mermaid flowing through you. You smile and start to make your way back to the house up the hill, admiring your possession as you go. As you reach the top of the hill and the house, you take a moment to admire your surrounding for what you know is the last time until you are here again. You sigh and smile as you know that you will hopefully be here again someday, and close the front door quietly behind you. You briefly warm yourself by the open fire for a few moments, closing your eyes and taking a moment to be thankful for everything that has happened today. You now know that it is time to head back home, so you quietly tiptoe up the creaking stairs as you do not wish to wake up the lovely old lady. You wonder as you reach the top of the stairs which of the many bedrooms the lady wants you to sleep in. In a split second one of the rooms at the far end of the corridor starts to light up dimly, and you see this as a sign, as this is the room you are meant to be in. You creep towards the room slowly, and as you do you notice pictures on the wall of the old lady's past family. Fun times around the cove, fishing and splashing in the water with her family and husband. As you approach the door there is a final picture and it looks so familiar to you. As you take a closer look you notice that it is the same mermaid that you had such fun with today. Perched on a rock admiring a person in the distance to her, and again you lean in for a much closer look. You gasp WTH shock as you realize that the person she is admiring from afar is you. You wish that you could take the picture with you as a fond memory to think about in the morning when you wake, however you realize that the little old lady may be upset. You decide that the shell should be enough to trigger your memory tomorrow, and you walk through the bedroom door. You admire the room with a large dark mahogany 4-poster bed with a soft-looking mattress and plenty of soft pillows. You yawn hard and pull back the covers before sliding deep between the covers, wrapping them around your head for comfort and protection. You are clutching the shell hard as you do not want to leave it behind, as you take slow deep breaths as you wait to fall into a deep slumber. Your eyes start to close as you cannot fight it any longer. You whisper bye bye lovely place, hope to see you soon, as your eyelids close firmly shut. You are great to the morning sun shining brightly through the window as you slowly open your eyes. What a wonderful sleep you feel you had as you slowly pull back the covers as you feel too warm. You feel there is something in your hand which you feel is strange, as you never go to bed holding something. As you open your hand you realize you are clutching a shell and wonder where on earth that could have come from. You look inside the empty shell and then hold it up to your mouth as you blow through it. As you do it makes a mystical sound that triggers a small memory inside of your brain. You get a flashback to being on a beach and a mermaid splashing around in front of you. You cannot remember much more than this, however it is enough for you to smile happily. You put the shell on your beside cabinet as you know that you had much more than a dream last night. You start to go about your usual day, however you take comfort in knowing that soon you will return to your mystical, magical happy place.